Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the November MACC Policy Board meeting at Park Township Hall. For the record, today is November 22nd, 2021. We'll start out with introductions and just start on my right here.
Nathan Box, Mayor of Holland.
Kevin Kleinstra, Mayor of Zeeland.
Joe Bauman, Ottawa County Board of Commissioners.
Russ Teslau with the MACC Authority Board.
Luke Walters, MDOT Statewide Planning.
Mandy Cooper, Lakeshore Advantage. It's nice to be here.
And welcome, Mandy, to
Thank
our
you.
first meeting. Excited to have you.
Thank you.
Ken DeWeer, Fillmore Township. Tom Bird, Ottawa Road Commission.
Jim Gerard, Park Township. Jim Story, Allegan County Commission.
Tom Monk, Zeeland Township.
Tyler Kent, MDOT.
Terry Neighton, Holland Township.
Pankaj Rajikaksh with the MACC, and
Anton Shower with the MACC.
looks like we have
With the Holland Sentinel.
Alan Senton, welcome. All right, next item, and I'm sorry, we have Mara Garricky, who's started with us as transportation planner on the 15th. She's on the phone, listening in at least on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so, anyway. The minutes, if anyone has any questions or changes, please let me know, otherwise just need a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Okay, Nathan, supported by Tom. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Motion passes. Public comments? None? Then, Anton, you're up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, yeah, great. Good, thank you. So today we have a light agenda for transportation. We will start out with a tip amendment for the 2020 to 2023 tip. So we have just one amendment this month, and it has to do with the Byron Road bridge over Macatawa River over in Zeeland Township. So this project was delayed until 2022. The project is going from a rehab to a full reconstruction, as well as a change of the funding source from the local bridge funds to the statewide bridge bundling program. So that project is abandoned technically, but it's basically just going to get a new job number soon. So that's essentially the only tip amendment this month. So any questions on that? And if not, then just a motion for approval for that.
So moved.
Second.
I'll support it.
Okay, Terry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Sorry, yeah, the tip changes, go ahead.
Yep. And then the second item today on my end is the project selection for the fiscal year 23 to 2026 tip, so our next short-range plan. And that information can be found on the 11 by 17 sheet in front of you. So if you notice, the surface transportation funds are off kind of right in the middle, the middle two columns right there, as you can see. And then the congestion mitigation for air quality funds are to the far right, those last two columns. So as you remember from last policy board meeting, we brought those allocations shown here to you, and it was approved, just pending any sort of further review that we had, to add additional funding for the MACC for some federally required data collection purposes. So if you look at the second and fourth column, you'll see what's being what's coming to you for final approval today. And as you'll notice, essentially the MACC has added $17,000 a year for data collection purposes, so road, traffic counts and things like that. And then on the Clean Air Action Program, we're adding about $7,000 or so for that per year. And so we've removed amount of funding between $3,000 and $8,000 to all the other projects per year to make room for that. So you'll see sort of kind of explains why all those numbers are seemingly very odd, but we've essentially just taken what we needed and divided it into the number of programs. So any questions on tip selection?
Okay, none, can I get a motion?
So moved.
Okay, Terry, second?
Second.
Okay. Howard, second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes, and Tyler, you want to,
Sure.
or Luke, either one?
I'll go, I can kind of give a couple quick updates here. MDOT, just generally speaking, our 5-year transportation program which is an annual program. It's a state legislative requirement that has been approved by our State Transportation Commission, kind of the appointed body that oversees the state transportation side of things, and also our long-range plan, kind of a similar effort to what the MACC does every couple of years or every few years. That was recently approved as well. So that information's out there. I can pass that along to the MACC staff here if anybody's interested in looking at those documents. Aside from that, just kind of getting ready for all the big work coming up next year in and around Holland. So I guess get ready. So I'll defer to Luke for any other items.
Sure. So the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act was just signed a couple weekends ago. At this time, we are still waiting for further information allocations from FHWA. So when we have further information on that, we will make that known to everyone. Look out for that information in the coming month or so.
All right, any questions for Luke or Tyler?
Just a matter of inquiry. 196, that's a shoulder widening project, and you're putting across areas in for redirecting traffic while you do repaving next year?
You're talking, I mean, this is the section between basically Zeeland and Hudsonville.
Yes.
We're kind of similar to a lot of our big projects, as we call it. This is a bonded project. This is kind of the year before, kind of the fall before, we'll build in those what we call maintenance crossovers, with shifting people that have two directions on one bound. So if you're going to Grand Rapids, you'll kind of see oncoming traffic behind barriers, movable barriers, of course. So that's why we're widening the shoulders a little bit. It's temporary widening, just so we can accommodate kind of the two-directional flow of traffic. Which direction has two lanes, which direction has one lane, I cannot remember, but I can follow up on that. But the crossovers at some point, it helps kind of funnel people back over to the normal side. So that's what we're doing there, and then that works the full reconstruction, which may take a summer, or it may take 2 summers. So, more to come on that. Does that help answer your question? All right.
Okay, great. Sorry, go ahead.
We've got the bonding money that is just starting up, right?
Yep.
And then now we're going to have the infrastructure bill that passed.
Correct.
Is that going to put a serious strain on the contractors that we have, and all this work that's coming through the pipeline?
I can't answer that completely. I don't think there's only just the contractors that are concerned about kind of that, what they call a mobilization factor. I think that's going to be incorporated just because there's kind of a lot that we're doing right now, so I think kind of having that extra funding from the federal side may help kind of, it's kind of anticipated more or less, just because they're already doing some work with the bond projects. But I think there's kind of other factors in there, probably like quantities and supplies and equipment, that being probably maybe another factor in there, which is just unknown at this time. So.
Is there a possibility it's gonna drive up the cost because there's so much work out there?
I don't know if it's because of all the work that's out there. I mean, again, it could be a factor. I think there's several different factors. Again, kind of the price of materials right now has gone up that we're seeing. Depends on the type of project, it depends on the type of material. So that's kind of already mixed in there, and I think the labor shortage doesn't help anything. So there's probably not one thing that'll pin it down specifically. If there is, that's just from what I've seen, and as obviously Anton, just because he works with the tip, is we have some cost increases that we build into our projects, but there are occasionally where we see the tip increase just because of different issues going on. So we try to account for that in our design of the project. I'm sorry, it's not a direct answer, but I think there's.
I was just curious.
Yes, I think there's a lot of different factors at play that would contribute to any type of potential cost increase if that's the case, or if there's a mobilization of the contractors.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Any other? Okay. Thank you, Tyler.
Yep.
Thank you, Luke. We'll move on to the Community Enhancement Program. Just a quick verbal update on the invoicing. Judy's got those prepared. They'll get mailed out December 2nd. We were just waiting on the updated census numbers. And for those of you that are participating in the CEP program, the numbers are not going to change a lot from what they were last year. So again, thank you for your continued participation. Also, I think we had talked about trying to put a list together of some of the projects that have been funded through the program, and Russ is probably more familiar with those than I am, but Judy put a memo together that lists those for the last couple of years. So if you want to take a look at those at your convenience, you can just read through those. Again, we've got a lot of positive feedback from this program. So again, thank you for your support. Any questions? Okay. Administrative issues, the financial report for the first month here has been attached. You'll see that in the first column there are some blanks. Our audit for September 30, for our fiscal year ending September 30, started. In fact, all the auditors are at the MACC right now. And so when that happens, Chris gets a little behind in getting his billings out. But we'll get caught up on that in the coming month. So you should see that. Executive Director search update. Today was the last day to apply for it. So if you know anybody that still wants to, send them my way. We did get more, 4 or 5 more applicants today, and those were all pretty well qualified. So we'll have a package that goes out to those who asked to sit on the interview group. We have 5 people so far. We can certainly add more if you want to. I certainly don't want to leave anyone out of the interview process. So historically, we've just kept it to 5 so that we don't have a group of 15 people intimidating one person. So, but if you want to be involved, please let me know. MACC Executive Committee report. We did not actually meet. It was mostly mundane administrative items, so I thought I'd spare the group coming in for a meeting just for that. But if you have any questions in there, please reach out to me. I'm happy to try to answer those. If none, Jim, you're up.
Welcome again. You all were just here 2 months ago, so if you look to the north again, you can see that they're making progress on Outdoor Discovery Center. They have a pond there that was not there before. They have some structure up there as well, so they're making good progress on that. As far as the rest of the property to the west, we are in phase 3 of our determining what we're going to do with that. So we've been through the public input phase, we've been through the focus group phase, and now we're going to have the company, McKenna Group, will present to us in the spring 3 major developments as far as what to do with the property, and then the public will have an opportunity to give input on that, and then we'll start making some decisions. And then last but not least is the whole, we're still evaluating short-term rentals and how many are here and what to do about that. And I know a week or two ago we had a press conference here to speak out against the legislation, and fortunately they postponed it, at least from our standpoint, and now we'll just continue to see where we need to go with that. And so now not a whole lot has changed since the last time. So,
All right. Any questions for Jen? Okay. Any questions or comments in general from the members? All right. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kevin.
Punkage, I think we owe Punkage a big thank you for all the
no.
work that you've been doing on the sidelines. You know, you stepped in to be the interim director, I guess you could call it that. And,
Yep.
Yeah, you put in a lot of time.
Sure.
You've done a good job, so thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you. Which brings me to the next issue. You know, really, with some of the turnover we've had, the glue that's kept the team together is Anton, Judy, Kelly, who is on the watershed side, but is also pretty knowledgeable about the MACC itself, and of course MDOT, that's been very helpful. So it's with a lot of regret to announce that Anton will be leaving us December 3rd and moving to Jackson to work for the MPO there. So I still have a few days to change his mind. He might get sick of me asking him every day, but he does have family and friends out there, which I think was part of his criteria. But, you know, after Tyler left to, you know, with the whole tip process and everything else, it takes some time. And then, as I mentioned to Anton, I've received a fair amount of unsolicited feedback about the quality of his work, and it's all been positive, so we're going to miss you. I call you from time to time, I don't know. But Mara Garricky, some of you may be familiar with her, she's on the phone. She has already started November 15, and having worked at the MACC for a while, we'll have a shorter learning curve. So it's quite possible we'll be looking to replace Anton in the near future, or fill that position. I don't know if he can replace you. So, any comments that you want to make, or not to put you on the spot?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody. It's been great, and you'll do just fine. Mara knows this stuff better than I do, honestly. So.
Okay. All right. So wish him luck and all success in your next venture. I'm sorry.
On behalf of Matt, I have to tell you, I'm sorry to hear that you're leaving. I wish you the best. And you have been very awesome to work with.
You do.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll say the same too, Anton. It's been great working with you. Jackson's definitely getting a great person over there. I might give Steve Duke an email saying he took one from us, but that's all right. I appreciate all your work with the tip development. I know it's a big learning curve.
But you did an excellent job, appreciate all of your help, work with them, Don.
No, thank you. You as well, you. The two of you and Don, and everyone else there is doing incredibly helpful. So we wouldn't be here where we are with that.
Thank you, sir. All right, so next meeting will be at Holland Township at the Riley Street Fire Station, January 10th. And if I can get a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay. Second? Okay, no? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, well, enjoy great Thanksgiving with your families, and hope you get to spend some quality time with them.
Thanks.
Thanks.